Yep.
Fellow Toastmasters, judges, and guests, I see that you all have strong opinions about this. And you know that you're right. I can't argue with that, because I'm no exception. Before children, before minivans, before both of my shoulders were decorated daily with spit up, I judged every parent that brought a crying baby onto a plane. I judged every parent that let their kids watch video games. I judged every parent that allowed their toddler to have a temper tantrum in Safeway. When I became pregnant with my first child, I had the perfect birth plan. No drugs, no pacifiers, and no baby will ever sleep in my bed.
Yeah.
Right on schedule, I snap awake at 3 a.m. It's my due date. And I've got this funny, tight feeling like gas every 13 minutes. At 6 a.m., I call my obstetrician, Dr. Michelle Riopel. She is this sunshiny strawberry blonde with a cheerful and positive voice that always puts me at ease. Leslie, you might be in labor, dear. Why don't you stop by the hospital, just in case? Time to put this birth plan into action, people. My suitcase, packed. My legs, shaved. My chiropractor wants to give me an adjustment. Now he says, this baby will slide right out. At 9 a.m., I breeze into San Ramon Regional Hospital, full of confidence. 8 hours later, Dr. Riopel is concerned. 3 centimeters? Leslie, you're going to need some medication to help with that. Well, wait a minute. My chiropractor said this baby will slide right out. Leslie, will a watermelon fit through the eye of a needle? That's what the drugs are for. I can't argue with that. And while you're at it, Doc, you have some extra drugs for the pain? 2 hours later. 1 centimeter? Leslie, we're gonna have to perform a C-section. It seems you are closed for business. Wait a minute. What am I, a convenience store? I paid good money for those Lamaze classes. I want a natural childbirth. I practiced my breathing for months. Leslie, there's more at stake here than your birth plan. You've been in labor for 16 hours. We need to move fast or the baby will be in distress. Now, you get to stay in the hospital 3 extra days. Every night, the nurses will take your baby so you can sleep. Something you won't get much of when you're home. Besides, the series finale of Seinfeld is tomorrow night. Wouldn't you like to watch it in peace? Scared, and I don't want to be wrong. I can't argue with that. 40 minutes later, I'm holding my son Jordan. He's beautiful, he's healthy, and he's 9.5 pounds. The next night, I pass him off to a heaven-sent nurse. We watch the series finale of Seinfeld, and it is spectacular. 3 days later, we're home and still awake at 2 a.m. I call the nurse's station in a panic, begging them to please let me come back. But no dimes. I then say yes to the pacifier, yes to sleeping in my bed, yes to anything. I would sell my soul to the devil for 1 hour of sleep. From there, every one of my righteous judgments falls like dominoes. Yes, he gets to play video games. Yes, that's my toddler having a temper tantrum in Safeway. Get over it! By the time my daughter Samantha is born, yes, that's us at the playground. And when her pacifier falls in the dirt, I don't even bother to sterilize it. I just lick it and stick it. Perfect parenting and perfect plans turned into what worked best for me and my children, and not caring if anybody judges the way I raise them. So what about you? Whether it's parenting or politics, do you stubbornly cling to your judgments, or are you open to maybe allowing your plans to change when things don't work out the way you hope they would? Which brings me back to my original question. Should babies be allowed on planes? No babies should be allowed on planes unless they're my babies. You can't argue with that.